Right now, as you watch this, your ego is running a script in the background. It's telling you that you're right, that the other person is the problem, that you deserve more credit than you got. And here's the terrifying part. It's lying to you. Every single time. The Stoics knew this 2,000 years ago, and they built an entire philosophy around catching the lie before it ruins your life. Marcus Aurelius has ruled the most powerful empire on earth. He could have anyone killed with a single word. And every night, he wrote himself the same reminder, you are not as important as you think you are. Why would the most powerful man alive need to say that? Because the ego doesn't care how much power you actually have. It only cares about how much power it can convince you that you have. The higher you climb, the louder the lie gets. This is the first trick your ego plays. It inflates your role in every room you walk into. The meeting isn't about the project. It's about whether you looked smart. The argument isn't about the truth. It's about whether you won. Notice how exhausting that is. That exhaustion isn't you. That's the ego working overtime. Here's the second lie. Your ego convinces you that the person who disagrees with you, criticizes you, or ignores you is your enemy. Epictetus, born a slave, had every reason to see enemies everywhere. Instead, he said something radical. No one can insult you without your permission. Read that again. Without your permission. The words someone throws at you are just words. It's your ego that turns them into a wound. It's your ego that decides this is a war worth fighting. Take away the ego, and the insult has nowhere to land. That doesn't mean you become passive. It means you stop handing your peace to strangers who didn't earn it. Here's how you catch the lie in real time. Next time you feel that hot flash of anger, or that need to prove someone wrong, ask yourself one question. Am I defending the truth, or defending my image of myself? 9 times out of 10, it's the second one. The truth doesn't need defending. Only the ego does. Seneca called this the difference between the man who reacts and the man who observes. The man who reacts is ruled. The man who observes is free. That's the proof. Watch your own reactions for one day, and you'll see the ego's fingerprints on almost all of them. The ancient world had a name for the cure: humility without weakness. Not shrinking yourself, just seeing yourself clearly. Marcus Aurelius didn't lose his empire by writing, "You are not as important as you think." He kept it, because he stopped wasting energy on his ego's lies and spent it on what actually mattered. Your ego will keep talking. That's what it does. The question is whether you keep listening. If this hit different, the next video breaks down how Marcus Aurelius never reacted, even to people who hated him. Watch that next.